Good morning. Good morning, sixth grade. We're kind of quiet today. Anyways, Lacey says good morning. So everyone say hi, Lacey. Here's your little puppy. Okay. So Lacey, you're going to be a good girl now. Mommy's got to teach, okay? Good morning to the following 30 students that decided to show up today. Gilberto, Jameer, Jaden F., Omar, Anthony SR, Darlissa, Demarcus, Janaea, Jalen, Eliani, Adrian, Allison P., Amanda, Anthony S., Ariana, Ashley, Jaden Smith, Byron, Darren, Ibrahima, Haley, Hector D. I'm not sure who iTunes is, but hi, whoever you are. Isaiah, Jacob, Jameer, Jazzy, Mercedes, Munir, Nathan. So quick things, I just want to give a few little shout outs. So I'm going to put everyone on mute right now. I'm going to talk to you about iReady. All right. So we had the second iReady competition or contest, whatever you want to say. The following people, I emailed this out for you yesterday in the afternoon sometime, of the top students in each class. I'm going to go through them all because some of you are on here. In class 601, Aiden Acevedo had 4 hours and 10 minutes, followed by Zachariah, 3 hours and 47 minutes, followed by Nazier, 3 hours and 13 minutes, followed by Esther, 1 hour, 58 minutes, followed by Daniela, 1 hour, 25 minutes, and last but not least was Omar at 1 hour and 16 minutes in class 601. In class 602, first shout out goes to Aiden Burnell, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Second shout out goes to Melanie B, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Next, then we had Ulysses, 1 hour, 2 minutes. Nathan, 1 hour, 48 minutes. Demi, 5 hours and 16 minutes. Anthony Modesto, 1 hour, 16 minutes. And Alexander, 2 hours and 56 minutes. In class 603, there were 4 students. Those 4 students are the following people. First off, Munir, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Followed by Jasmine Lopez, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Followed by Janaea at 1 hour, 4 minutes. And last but not least was Maddox at 1 hour, 2 minutes. In class 604, we had Jerickson, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Angelina, 1 hour, 1 minute. Guadalupe, 1 hour, 2 minutes. Carlos, 1 hour, 29 minutes. Jameer Miller, 2 hours and 21 minutes. Amanda, 2 hours and 13 minutes. Blessing, 2 hours and 9 minutes. And Anthony S., 1 hour and 32 minutes. Again, this will continue again next week. It already started yesterday. So if you took the day off, if you took the day off, then you need to give me 30 minutes of iReady today and your 30 minutes for today. So that'd be a total of 1 hour. Again, the expectation is you complete 30 minutes a day of iReady. It's only going to help you get even ready for 6th, 7th grade. If you run out of lessons to do, please send me an email and I will supply you with more work. All right, let's get to what we're going to be doing today. Today, folks, we are going to be working on this packet. Let me just get out of here. We are going to be working on, Gilberto's ready to go. Gilberto, you'll be first to go in a moment. We're going to be working on this packet that says Tuesday, May 26, 2020. It is in Google Classroom. It was posted there before 8 o'clock. So if you don't have this packet, you can simply just write down the questions on loose leaf and you would get credit. If you do, great. If not, refer to Google Classroom as somebody is already in the class. All right. Let's look at page 2. Okay, this is what page 2 looks like. It says practice problem 1. But before I do that, I just want to go over page 1. I'm going to go over adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing integers, the rules. So first off, when you are adding integers, pay attention so you can do the word problems. There are 2 rules. When you are adding integers with the same number, you keep the sign and add. When the integers have different signs, you keep the sign of a higher number and you subtract. When you are multiplying integers and dividing integers, they have the same rule. So when you are multiplying integers and they have the same exact sign, when the signs are the same, it's going to be positive. So for example, when I multiply a positive times a positive, I get a positive. Just like when I divide a positive by a positive, I get a positive. When I divide or multiply with different signs, for example, a negative times a positive is always a negative. just like a negative divided by a positive is a negative number. This and this page, page 1 and 2, are going to be your key for today's lesson. We're now going to put together the word problem number 1. So we're going to go to page 2 now. On page 2, we're going to do practice problem 1 that says checking account. Okay, Gilberto, you're going to start us off. Page 2, problem 1. It says application of word problems checking account. Can you read us the first question?
Me?
Yes.
What was packet?
So Tuesday, May 26th, on page 2. Gilberto, we'll come back to you. It seems like you're not ready just yet. We'll come back to you, unless you're going to find it now. We're gonna come back to you. All right, let's go call on. Here we go. We'll come back to you, okay? Because I want you to get situated. Omar, page 2. Omar, practice problem 1. Page 2, problem 1, sir.
What is the total change in Melissa's checking account if she write a $35 check for shoes, deposit $50 and then write a $55 check for a sweater?
All right, so let's go over that. Hold on, don't worry about the operation yet. We got to go over the word problem, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's look at the word problem, folks. We got, what is the total charge in her checking account if she writes a check for $35? So Omar, if we write a check for $35, is that a positive amount or a negative amount? You're writing a check.
A positive?
Actually, it's going to be a negative because you're writing it out to pay something. So when you have a check that you write, it's negative $35. So above the word write, you're going to write minus 35. Okay. Next, deposit. When you deposit money, you are putting it in, it's positive. So put plus 50 above deposit. When you write another check, it's minus 55. So far we have the following things written down. Okay, I'm just going to show you what's on my paper. I'm going to come back to the main screen. Reason why I'm doing it this way is you'll see in a moment. When you write a check, it's minus 35. When you deposit, you're adding money. And when you write, you do minus 55. So the operation is actually going to be a few. It's going to be addition and subtraction. Let's look on the back. We have minus 35 plus 50. So we're going to look here. We have negative 35, which shows the first check that I write, and then I add or deposit 50. Okay, this goes under page 2 on the work problem. So if I subtract, I got negative 35 plus 50. That gives me 15. Then I have to subtract the $55 because that's my second check. So when I do keep, change, it's going to look like this. I keep the 15. I change the subtraction to addition. And the negative 55 here is really a positive 55, which now becomes negative 55 by the additive inverse. And I'm going to get negative $40 as the new balance. So the account decreased by $40. Again, you start with negative 35 because you're writing the check, but you already added $50. So you're still overdrawn by negative $15. By $15. Yeah, sorry, they're not overdrawn. $15 is the new balance. Now you're writing a check for $55, which means you don't have enough money in there. So when you subtract, you're going to owe $40 to the bank to make it be back to $0. Okay, so again, you keep the first, do the additive inverse, and then do the inverse. You're doing the opposite or additive inverse on KCC. You will see this on your exit ticket, KCC, and on your weekly assessment on Friday on integers and rational numbers. This is where some of you made some mistakes this week or this past week on Friday's assessment. All right, let's look at the next page. Okay, Ibrahim, I think I'm going to have you go. All right.
Yes.
All right, sir. Ibrahima, I loved what I
Yes.
saw. I saw you being really focused. Keep it up. Page 3, problem 2, sir.
Wait, do you want me to read the
Yes,
practice
read the
problem then? Practice problem.
2.
Application of word problems, checking accounts. Carlos' checking account had a balance of -$2. Then he wrote a check for $15, which represents Carlos' account balance now. Draw a number line below to receive full credit.
All right. So let me just go grab my pencil. So let me just reread that again, okay? Actually, you read it again, Ibrahima. Reread that again.
Carlos' checking account had a balance of -$12. Then he wrote a check for $15, which represents Carlos' account balance now. Draw a number line below to receive full credit.
Any ideas what we're going to do here, Ibrahima? Are we going to be doing the KCC method? What do you think we're doing? Are we adding, multiplying, dividing? What do you think makes sense here?
I think we are going to subtract.
You think we're going to subtract? If you think we're going to subtract, write that in here. All right, let me help you guys out. This one's a trick one because you got to do a few steps. So let's look at this. All right, here's the number line to get full credit. I got to put the dog down. Hold on a second. She just didn't want to be put down. Okay, so let's look here. Okay, we have -$12 in the account. Okay, so this number line went up to 15 and this went up to -12 here. So if I'm at -$12 and I want to get to 0, so from here to here, I have to go 12 hops. I have to put $12 in to make it back to $0. So I'm going to show you that here is 12. Right? To go from 0 to 12, I have to go 12 times, correct? Move 12 spots. From 0 to 15, Ibrahima, how many spaces do I have to move? From 0
to 15.
0 to 15. 0 to 15. How many
0
spots?
to 15. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You said to 12, right?
To
to
15.
15.
To 15.
13, 14, 15. So that's 9 jumps.
From 0 to 15, it's 9 jumps?
Wait, no. That's let me see how many jumps.
15.
Wait,
right?
15. Yeah, 15 jumps.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's look at this, guys. We got, right? We start at -$12. We got to go 12 spaces plus another 15. So if I add from -12 all the way to 15, I have to hop 27 spaces, which means I need $27. So it's going to be choice A.
Wait, so is this subtraction or addition?
Well, you're adding.
Oh, okay.
You can also do it this way. You can also say -12 minus 15, which then would be -12 plus -15, which would be your KCC. Look, Ibrahim, that was a good question. -12 minus 15, you keep, change, and you're still going to get, okay, 27. Whatever method you use, if you use this method, or the number line, you're still going to get $27. You're going to be in -27, though.
Okay.
Right? Because in order to make the balance even to be at 0, you have to add $12 plus that 15 to now make it back to 0. Okay, I'm going to change it in 5, in 4. We're going to move on in a minute to page 4, practice problem 3. In 2, in 1, and we're going to now move on to the next problem. Hello, Jalen. How are you?
Good.
Good. All right, Jalen, whenever you're ready, you're going to read us page 5, problem 3, please. Read that. Page 4, problem 3.
The price of stock rose to yesterday. If the stock continues to change at the same rate every day, what will be the total change over 10 days?
Okay, and the question says multiplying. So Jalen, when something rises or rises, is it a positive number or negative number?
Positive.
Good. So above the word rose, I want you to write +2, please, everybody. Jalen, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna bring you right back. So we're gonna write above rose, we're gonna put +2. Now, it changes $2 every day for 10 days. Every day for 10 days. So Jalen, what operation will we use if you look at the title of the question?
Multiplication.
Right, what are we gonna multiply, Jalen?
2 times 10.
Good, which is how much?
20.
So how much money did it change by? You just said it, $20. So 2 times 10 is 20. There you go. You just solved the 7th grade question. This is very similar to 6th grade math. If you understand, it just makes you think a little bit more. That's the only difference. It's just got more words, more steps. Please write this if you don't have this. This is full credit, what's on my paper. Very simple. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate you. Okay, Amanda.
Hello.
We're gonna do problem 4 on page 4, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which quotient is positive? You want me to read the
I want you to read everything, please.
everything? Okay. A, negative 24 divided by 6. B, 42 divided by negative 7. C, negative 35. 35 divided by negative 5. D, 25 divided by negative 4.
All right, Amanda. It says which quotient is positive? So let's go through part A. We have negative 24 divided by 6. A negative divided by a positive is what? Different signs. What do we have?
Negative?
Yes, so negative. What's 24 divided by 6?
4.
4. So put A is -4. Everyone on A, you're going to write -4. Letter B. 42 divided by -7.
Negative 6.
Correct. B is -6. C, negative 35 divided by -5, Amanda.
Positive 7.
Good. C is 7. Jazzy, careful. It's a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So it would actually be +7. Good, Amanda. D, Amanda. 28 divided by -4, Amanda.
Negative 7.
-7. Amanda, can you hold your paper to the screen and show us what you wrote? Let's see if it's right. Wait. Okay, everyone, Amanda, hold that up there. I like what you wrote. Hold that up there. You're getting 10 seconds to write what she wrote, the division sign, the positive sign, and these 4 answers. 10, 9, 8. Good job, Amanda. 7, 6,
Thank you.
you're welcome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, Amanda, they had enough time to write that down. All right, we're going to move on to the next problem. Let me go. I called on him. I don't know what's going on with him, but she's going to have a shot. Hi, Mercedes. Can you unmute yourself, Mercedes?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, Mercedes, we're on page 5, problem 5. Can you read me the problem where it says Amanda and question 1A, please? Mercedes? Do I need to call on somebody else? Because I will. All right, let's go call on, who's this? Let's see. I think I'm going to call on this person, Byron. And I'm going to call on, who's this? All right. Let's lower the hand. Let's call Jazzy. Unmute yourself. Okay, Jazzy. Page 5, problem 5. Next is Nathan, then Byron.
Amanda climbed 9 feet up into an apple tree. Which integer represents the direction and how far he will climb back down to the ground?
It should say she, and how far she will climb. Sorry, that's a typo. All right, Jazzy. If you climb up a tree, is that a positive integer or negative integer?
Positive.
Good. How much? Positive what?
9.
Good. Now, Jazzy, if I'm at positive 9 and I want to come back to the ground, how much do I have to climb down?
Negative 9.
Right. I got to go back down 9. So what integer represents Amanda's climb down?
9.
9. Perfect. Good job, Jazzy. First part, it's 9 or 9 down because 9 represents positive 9 and then she has to go down 9. Very simple. I just put plus 9 and I put 9 down 9 because it asks you what integer represents above. And then to go back down, you got to go down 9. All right. Jazzy, come back here. You're not done yet. Unmute yourself here. Okay. Jazzy, read us 1B, please.
What does the integer 0 represent in this situation?
What do you think? If you're at 9 to get down to 0, what does that represent? If you're in a tree, what do you think sea level is going to represent?
The bottom of the tree.
The bottom of the tree. Good job, Jazzy. All right. So the bottom of the tree, or I like to say back to the ground. I get what Jazzy was saying. Because climbing up and then to go back to the bottom, right? So everyone make sure. We just know that 0 is sea level, so it means back to the ground. Let's see who's next. So Nathan, I need you to turn your camera on, please. Because you're off of mute.
Okay.
Please. Let me see. Where'd you go, Nathan? I don't see you, Nathan. Where are you, Nathan? There he is. Keep your camera on, sir. All right, Nathan. You're going to read page 5, problem 6, please. But show your face, buddy. Okay, Nathan. Page 5, problem 6.
How are absolute value of opposite index related? Think of a number, line, and distance. Complete the response on the line below. Enter absolute value of opposite index are related because.
All right, let's look at this, Nathan. Here we go. We're going to look at the number 5 because I just did that example. Okay? If I look at -5, I ask myself, draw this number line at the bottom. Everyone at the bottom of the page, draw this. Because the other kids that aren't in the live class, they don't get this. You guys will get the extra points for doing it. If I think of -5, I want to know how far is 0 from 5, Nathan?
0 from 5, that would be 5.
5 units. So 0 to 5 is 5 units, just like 0 to -5 is 5 units, right, Nathan?
Yeah.
So Nathan, remember, absolute value is always positive. So if I want to know the absolute value of -5, because these little lines or brackets are read as absolute value of -5, it's what, Nathan?
Around 5 units.
5. The absolute value of 5 is what?
5.
5. So what can we say about opposites? How are they related to absolute value? Are they the same distance from 0 or different?
Same.
Right. So you're going to write, because I gave you the sentence starter, you have to write, they have the same distance from 0 with this number line drawn. That's what we have to write down on our paper. They have the same distance from 0. Okay, so that's how that one goes. We're going to move on now to the next page. If you'd like to do the next problem, please put your hand up. Yeah. Okay, page 6 now, problem 7. Page 6, problem 7. Monir's going to go. Unmute yourself, sir. Munir, there you go. Okay, Munir. Page 6, problem 7. Can you read the problem? We can't hear you, Munir. Turn your mic on. We can't hear you. Munir, unmute yourself.
They wanted to get back to business, but they wanted to be smart. They're doing it in a way that keeps people safe. And that's
Try again, Munir.
Exactly what we've been talking about.
Munir, last call. Turn your volume up. Your mic, buddy. You can't. Okay, so then I can't call on you. I'm sorry. All right, Mercedes. Let's see. Hector, let's call on you, Hector. Hector, can you unmute yourself for me? Okay, let's try this. How about now?
Now I can do it.
All right, Hector, page 6, problem 7.
Which of these situations can be represented by the opposite of 80, my bad. Place a check mark for all that apply.
All right, so Hector, let's start here. What's the opposite of positive 80?
Negative 80.
So above opposite, put minus 80 on your paper. Now, we're going to read each situation together, Hector, and we're going to determine if it's a positive 80 or a negative 80. We're going to write it down. So next to each example, we're going to write if it's positive 80 or minus 80.
Okay.
So an airplane descends or goes down 80 meters. Is that negative or positive 80?
Negative.
Good, so put minus 80. Read the next one.
On elevated ascents goes up 80. That's positive 80.
Excellent. Read the next one.
The cost of a train ticket dropped by 80. That's negative.
Good, negative 80. Keep going, you got 2 left.
You remove 80 songs from the MP3 player. Negative 80.
Good.
Miss Canella's grandfather is 80 years old. It's positive.
Good.
80.
So now, Hector, said which one of these have the opposite of 80 and put check marks? So talk to me about the ones that have the opposite of 80, which is what again?
On airplane descents, the first one.
Good, the first one, an airplane. What other ones?
The cost of a train ticket drops by 80.
Excellent, and
you remove 80 songs from the MP3 player.
Excellent. Those are the three answers because you need the opposite of 80, which is negative 80. Hector, I'm going to have you do problem number 8 in a second. So just give me a minute, okay? You did that really well. Give me a second, sir. So this is what you should have for the first one. Okay, so again, the reason why I had Hector write down the example is so that you can pick the correct answers because it says place a check mark for all that apply. So if you notice, I put check marks on the ones that Hector said. I even circled the answers.
So once the virus got here, it spread. Dense area, New York City, public transportation. So
Actually, Hector, I changed my mind. I'm going to have DeMarcus read problem 8 just to make it fair. All right. I'm changing the screen now to another student. DeMarcus, where are you, DeMarcus? DeMarcus, hi. All right, buddy. Page 6, problem 8. Can you read that for us?
Okay. Yair rolls a ball down a ramp that is 18 feet long. If the ball rolls down 2 feet second, what integer represents the amount of time in seconds the ball takes to reach the end of the ramp? Hint: look at the title of the practice problem to know what operation to use. The operation is division because at the top it says application of word problems dividing integers.
Good. So what are we dividing? What two numbers? What by what?
18 by 2.
Okay, now when you write 18 by 2, you're going to write it as a fraction. 18 line 2. Write that now. And what's 18 divided by 2, DeMarcus?
9.
9. So what answer should we pick on our paper?
B.
B, guys. Okay, so this is what I was saying, DeMarcus. We want to write it now as a fraction. We're not writing this anymore. We're not in elementary school. This is a rational number with the line, with the fraction. This is how you're going to see all integers now. 18 divided by 2 with the bar. You're going to see them as a fraction because a rational number is written as a fraction, right?
Okay.
18 divided by 2, folks, is 9. Circle B. Very simple on that. No more of this.
the infection rate in the city general population is about 19%, almost 20%. In some of these communities, the infection rate is 40%, literally double the city average.
Okay.
And when we look at those new COVID cases coming into the hospitals, where are they coming from? They are coming from
Here we go.
zip codes.
All right. So page 7, we're going to do this in a minute in breakout rooms. We're going to go and break out in the rooms, and I'll be checking on you and tell you the expectation in a minute. But we're going to go over the exit ticket. I need 4 volunteers who would like to do, okay, number 1. Oh, sorry. I'm going to assign the students that are going to do them. I'm assigning students to do the numbers. Look at your chat box. I'm assigning 4 random students. You don't know who you're going to be to do the problems. So pay attention to the chat. I have to assign 1 more. Random. Trying to be fair here. So if you received a chat from me, the first problem is going to be Amanda, then Allison P, then Darren, then Eliani. So here we go. Amanda will be first to go. It was just random. Okay, Amanda, number 1. What is the sum of negative, we're on page 8, guys. What is the sum of negative 51 plus 23? What do we do, Amanda?
So, I think we have to, well, basically, we have to find the sum. So I think we have to, subtract.
Subtract what?
Subtract 51 and 23.
Okay, so what's 51 minus 23, Amanda?
28.
What kind of 28? Positive or negative?
Negative, because 51 is the greatest and it's negative.
Great. So when the signs are different, when you're adding, you keep the sign of the higher number and subtract. So number 1 is B as in boy. Let me just show you what that looks like. Then I'm going to have the person do number 2. that I selected. So this is what number 1 looks like. Okay, if you look at my notes, different signs means subtract. I suggest you write these notes down because you're going to need them for when you do page 7, the extension in your breakout rooms.
Yep.
Because page 7 is not shown in the video that I posted before. Maybe you guys, I can show the entire class. Never know, I might put it up too. I'll put it on YouTube, you never know. All right, we're gonna move on to question 2 now, which was Allison P. I understand that you can't show your face, but you can still read the problem. Oh, and it's awesome. Unmuted, perfect. All right, Allison Perez. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna do it this way, let's see. Allison, unmute yourself, Allison Perez. Allison, unmute yourself. I gave you the privilege. There you go. Allison, now show your face so I can see who's reading this question. Show your face. We can't see it. I see a wall. There she is. Okay. All right, Allison. Page 8, problem 2. The exit ticket. Huh?
Find the difference for 0 to 8.
So 0 minus 8, Allison. We're going to do keep, change, change. Keep the 0. What happens to the subtraction? What's the opposite of subtraction?
Addition.
So 0 plus, what's the opposite or inverse of positive 8?
Negative 8.
Good. So it's 0 plus negative 8 is how much?
Equals negative 8.
Good. So number 2 is B. Number 3. You have to have your camera on. Thank you, Allison. Go back on mute, please. Darren, unmute yourself. You're up to do number 3, Darren.
Hello.
Hi, show your face, sir, so you get your credit for today.
Hold on. I need to find the paper.
So we're on page 8 in the Google Classroom. It says a football team. That's the question we're at. A football team.
All right.
Hmm? A football team.
All right. The football team lost 5 yards on each of 3 players. With it, what is the team change of the field position after 3 days?
All right. Multiply. So, Darren, when you have a loss, is that a positive or negative integer, Darren?
When you have a
If you
loss,
lose $5, is that positive or negative?
that's negative.
Right. So negative 5 times 3 is how much?
Negative 15.
Correct. So what answer do you pick, Darren?
B.
Excellent. Good job, Darren. So number 3 is B. And last but not least, number 4 I assigned was Eliani. Where is she? Eliani, I need you to turn your camera on, please. All right, Eliani, you're going to do the last question on the exit ticket for us, which is number 4. Go ahead. Take it away. What do you got?
What is the quotient of negative 99 divided by 11 equal to? Is B.
Can you walk us through why it's negative 9? The signs, okay, I'll help you out. I'll give you the question. You tell me the answer. Are the signs the same or different?
Is different.
So when the signs are different, is it a negative or positive integer?
Negative.
Negative. And now what's 99 divided by 11?
Negative 9.
Yeah, so that's why it is B, negative 9. See, teamwork. We did it together. Good job, kiddo. All right, so I just want to recap that real quick. There should be no reason why when the exit ticket comes out around 12:30, if you use this sheet, you should get a 100, every single one of you that are on here right now. These questions are the same every day, Monday to Thursday on your Google Classroom for your exit ticket. The only thing that's different is your weekly assessment questions. So you got to refer back to the packet to help you on Friday. And for today, you got to refer to the exit ticket page and you should get a 100. Now, every answer here was B. Now let me explain to you what's going to happen. In a moment, everyone's going to be in a breakout room and you were to go immediately. It's going to be a race. We're going to see which breakout room can complete page 7. There are 2 problems as a team. So in order to earn a 100 today, you have to all have your cameras on. I'm going to take you off of mute in a moment. And you all are going to be working, and I will be popping my head into the rooms to make sure you're talking about the work and doing 1 and 2 on page 7. The room that finishes first is going to shout, you're going to send me a private message. So if you're in breakout room 1 and you finish, you're going to send me a private message that you're done. You're going to have 5 minutes to complete page 7, which is questions 1 and 2, the extension. I'm going to be recording this as well. So when I give you your breakout room, immediately report there. Go. 5 minutes are going to start now. Go. First room, let's see who's it going to be to earn a 100 today. Everyone go to their rooms. Time is starting now. If you don't go, you're going to get no credit. Get to your assigned rooms. So there are 3 people that are still in my waiting area. Don't know why you're still here. You should be in your assigned rooms, Jaden and Kamaya. I'm watching you all. All right, here goes the message. You have okay. You have 5 minutes to complete page 7 with your room, which is the You're going to message me once you're done.
Would open up that whole 125th Street area that would bring a whole new chapter of revitalization to New York City. Let's do that in partnership with the federal government. I'm going to go to Washington tomorrow, scheduled to meet with the president to talk about a number of things, but this is one of the things I want to talk to the president about.
Nobody want to talk, Miss Camilla. So like you can't wait.
What are we doing in here, guys?
We're still trying to figure this out.
How we doing? What are you stuck on?
Everything.
Hector and the rest of you in here. Hector, if we're at -5, draw a number line. Watch. I'll give you a quick pointer. Draw a number line. You're at -5 and you want to get to 40.
I got the answer.
Okay, so Byron, turn your camera on and help them out.
I'm good.
You have to help them. This is teamwork. This isn't I do by myself. My directions were to work as a team. I made it loud and proud and clear. It's a team grade.
But
wait, shouldn't the first one be A because it says what's the difference in the temperature?
Ah, who said that? Anthony SR, can you put your camera on? Anthony SR, you were right. Help your team out.
Oh, it was B.
Wait, and the answer for the second problem is 54, right?
What kind of 54, Anthony?
Negative.
Good job. Yeah, now go explain why you guys got 45 for question 1. I gotta go to the next breakout room.
But we just. Hi, Miss Canada.
Hey, how you doing?
Yo, we finished.
You finished? Let me hear. What did you get for number 1 with the?
We got A.
Which is what?
It's 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
How'd you get 45 degrees? Tell me.
Okay, so I got 40. No, I did keep change. So I put -5. Plus 40. Then I keep change. I kept -5. Then I changed it to minus for addition. Then I changed it -40, and then I got 45.
Okay, good job. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna go check on the other 2 rooms. Okay.
Okay.
Look at the rest of your work. We went into that room. I'll be back. I have to go check out 2 more rooms. All right. Good job, Ibrahima.
Okay.
Ibrahima, send me your private chat. Let me know who did not participate in your room, please. Now. So confused why there's no talking in here because I'm in this room right now. My directions were to communicate with each other. So nobody knows what to do here?
The first one I got 35, and the second one.
What did you get, Ariana?
35.
Let's go back and reread it. Did anyone else get 35 in here?
I got 45.
Amanda. Okay, so Amanda is correct. So Amanda, can you explain how you got 45 degrees Fahrenheit to your group? In 1 second. What did you get for number 2? Did you guys do that one yet? 15. Now you're going to write a check for 55. So you got 15. Uh-oh. And now you're writing a check for 55. So 15 plus -55 is how much money are you overdrawn now? Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. I don't know where you're at. Oh, no. Here we are. Okay. So what did you get for number 2? Anybody? You're going to add up those signs. You're going to add up those numbers and keep the sign. And Amanda, you're going to explain to them how you got 45. I got to go to one more breakout room. Right. So the last one decreased or went down by. So I'm confused why. Actually, Byron, go and check again. I'm coming. So I'm confused why there's no communication in this room. It said that I did not come when you have to understand I'm one person with 32 people. So I'm in this room now. So what's the issue in this room? Janaea, Jaden, Ashley, and Jacob. Somebody talk to me.
You already finished.
Huh?
You finished already.
So explain to me what you guys got for number 1. What was your group answer?
A.
How?
Because
the operation for 1 is -5 minus 40. But when you use KCC, you use -5 plus -40, and then you get 45.
Good. What did you get for number 2? When you added all those numbers and kept the negative sign, when you added that up, you got negative what?
54.
Thank you, Jacob, for being the only one on point. I appreciate you. So I don't know who this iTunes is, but if you want to receive your credit for today, you better tell me who you are. Aiden, me.
That's Aiden.
Okay. Sorry, Aiden. Okay. All right, Aiden. What did you guys come up with for, Aiden, show your face, please. This is group work.
So I caught.
What did you guys come up with for number 1 with the temperature?
For the temperature was for of a lower of.
You have to read the question.
-5. It was -5 because it said low because it had a low degrees and it has a negative number.
You don't have to explain your answer. What did you guys come up with? Choice A, B, C, or D? What did you-
A. I picked A.
I
Good.
picked A.
Good. Aiden, what did you guys come up with for extension problem 2? If you kept the negative and added all those numbers, Aiden, show your face, please. Mr. Acevedo, thank you. What did you get when you added 15, 5, 12, and 23? What was your answer?
15. There's no 15.
I mean, sorry, you're right. 14, 5, 12, and 23. What'd you get?
Oh, wait. 14 plus -5.
I think I hear a calculator.
54.
Good. What kind of 54? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Awesome. You guys have 1 minute. We're going to come back. We're going to share out. I'm going to broadcast the message. 1 minute left to review. 1 minute left.
Oh. Oh, it said return back to main session.
Different kinds of animals. They were setting up a tent for
just ain't no bad thing.
Are we, Miss Canella, are we gonna say the answers now? Your mic is muted. Your mic is muted, Miss Canella.
You guys have like 2 more seconds. You could be a minute or 2 late to your next class because I have to finish this up with you real quick. And actually,
I told them that we can. We're gonna take attendance and then they can go.
Yeah, because you guys know.
For those of you that need to go, you guys can go.
Wait, 1 second. Hold on. 1 second. So real quick. All right, DeMarcus asked. Let me unmute you all. We're going to say the answer to extension problem number 1 on page 7. In 3, 2, 1, go.
A.
A.
Good. Extension problem number 2. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Negative
54.
Excellent. Make sure you do the I ready. Awesome. You're correct.